How's it going, everybody? I'm a bit late to this party. There was the blog about the currency conversion Intel store. So I got my math guy, my resource guy, Scotty, with me, and we're going to go over this blog together. Neither of us have read it yet, but I have heard some murmurings and I've heard some countervailing viewpoints from what other people have reported about it. So I think it's important for us to take a secondary glance at it and see if we see something somebody missed. So, a new age, currencies, and store. The Age of Annihilus and New Age of Marvel Strike Force continues today with important currency conversion details and a first look at some of the Intel Store items. As we mentioned in our Intel Store blog, we're streamlining the currencies of Marvel Strike Force while also making character unlocks and resource acquisition easier than ever before. Here are the next steps. Currency conversion, unifying the store currencies. Part of the unification process is retiring many of our game mode currencies and converting old balances to shop credits. I thought they were going to call it supply credits. I guess they've decided to go shop credits. MSF's new long-term currency. Note that this conversion is targeted to take place on May 22nd, and you can expect the following weights with potential for slight changes. Game mode currency shop rates. Blitz are going to go 1 to 4. Does this mean like one Blitz credit is going to be 4 shop credits? Or one shop credit for 4 Blitz? What do you think the conversion is here? Which is on left, which is on the right side of this?
Well, it shows it above. Like game mode currency is on the left and shop credits is on the
Oh,
right.
okay, perfect. So one Blitz credit turns into 4 shop credits. That's a very, very generous conversion, wouldn't you say?
I mean, Blitz is the best, so I agree.
I mean, yeah, if one arena credit is the same as 4 shop credits, that's insane. It might be a good time to start getting your Blitz fingers off so you can stock up on these shop credits because for a while, my understanding is the arena store is still going to exist, and you're going to be able to dump into those training materials. That's kind of interesting. Gear credits, 5 to 1. That makes sense because we have how many millions of those? Arena credits, I think they're probably underplaying this. I think arena credits should be worth way more than this because that's
Yeah,
the store
cool.
that people use daily, right?
Yeah.
Raid credits 1 to 2, that makes sense. I have 18 million raid credits. Elite raid credits, I think I have 400,000. That being 1 to 2 is kind of crazy though, because elite raid credits you get like a fraction of a fraction compared to regular raid credits, but there's nothing to use them on, so it doesn't really matter. War credits are 1 to 2.2. Why are you overcomplicating this, sir?
Yeah. I guarantee it was the person who came up with Command Center.
Why? Somebody's gonna have point 0.2 currency. Watch, they're gonna forget that they need to put like a rounding system on or something. This is just so weird. There's no reason to do that at all. Elite work credits are gonna be 1 to 3. Once again, you get much less elite work credits than you do work credits, but okay. Cosmic Crucible credits 1 to 2. That's highway robbery. Elite Cosmic credits 1 to 4. This is insane. It is to me insane that Blitz has the best conversion rate out of all these game modes.
Because
It's
Blitz is the best.
it's
It's the
good.
best.
No, you're right. It's good. So people going forward, if you farm Blitz, and honestly, when they have the new Intel currency, I can't imagine Blitz rewarding the Intel currency unless it's like limited daily. So I can see them using Blitz as a way to continue to reward these shop credits. At least that's what a smart economy developer would have. So that new players who still need stuff from the other stores, they can go farm Blitz and get shop credits. That's what a smart economy developer will do. We'll see how Scopely fucks that up. Do you agree with me on that though? Like, right?
I mean, I'm surprised. I would have thought it would be the opposite.
Yeah.
But I'm like at the same time, it is nice. Like Blitz is there. If people want to just like do it when you're watching TV, the cooldowns are now shorter. Like it's something you can grind
Hmm.
to get a little bit of something extra. I mean, I'm bored sometimes, and I'm just like, I'm gonna blitz.
Well, some people are masochists and some people play different games. So we, we know that most stores are not equal in terms of value they provide, so we'll also be adjusting store costs and item quantities to help ensure you won't lose any currency value due to conversion. Oh, I get it. I know why the Blitz store has the best currency, or one of the best conversions. Same with Arena. It's because these stores get used the most. It's because people use their Blitz credits to buy war attacks and boosts, even though the boosts don't do anything. that must like they probably use some sort of algorithm to decide what this is going to be like. So all hail the algorithm for giving us a crazy conversion on Blitz. That's kind of cool, I guess. All right, additional transitions. Leading up to the currency conversion on May 22nd, we'll also be swapping mode currencies out from events, milestones, and several other places. Here are the important dates to keep in mind as we make these changes. May 1st to the 6th, that's coming up quickly. Existing offers that include mode currencies will expire and be replaced with updated offers. Store offers containing War and Elite War credits will be removed. I hope nobody is buying these offers. I don't see them, but it's maybe because I have a blind eye to them. Hopefully no one's buying these offers because there's no way they are at the right price point for the value they give you in game, even as like a catch-up offer. It's like no. So hopefully no one's been buying these. Hopefully no one relies on these. That's kind of weird. But yeah, those are the first things to go. They definitely should have been the first thing to go 2 years ago. All right, May 1st to the 21st. Sources of existing mode currencies will change over to Intel. I think they should be specific here because I think people are holding their breath to see what the hell is going to go on with the Blitz store. I understand Arena, Raids, War, and Crucible currencies getting switched over to Intel because that's all very highly regulated, right? Blitz is only regulated by your interest in getting the resource. I cannot see a world where doing a Blitz battle is going to get you this new resource. What do you think about that, Scotty?
I would be happy that they would do if they would do that. Like I would like Blitz to still have like give a little bit of something.
Yeah, I think it should give supply stuff so that people can just use that to farm, training materials from the arena store for as long as it's in there. If it gives intel, Blitz botting will be back, right? Because we're about to see all the cool stuff they're going to put in the Intel store. That's why I can just not imagine a world where they put Intel currency as Blitz rewards. It'd just be insane. Yeah, it would. You know what? It's stupid enough that maybe they'll do it. We'll see. We'll see. Every time I say that, they don't do that, though, so maybe that's good. Sources of existing gear credits will change over to shop credits, not including existing first-time rewards. Note, you won't be able to spend shop credits yet, but you can still spend older currencies in the existing shops if you choose to do so. Won't be able to spend store credits yet. Okay. May 5th, the Intel store officially launches alongside Chapter 1 content. May 14th, time heist offers containing gear credits will temporarily be removed from the game. Hopefully they'll take this time to update those time heist offers, put newer, better teams in there, put more meaningful builds on those teams. I think the time heist offers are a great idea. I think that they should just, up the value of every single one of them. May 19th, time heist offers will be added back to the store with shop credits. May 22nd, currency conversion. So it's on the 22nd that everything from the Raid, Blitz, War, Crucible, and Arena store, all of those credits are going to be converted into the shop credits. But the stores remain. So for now, that Arena store that has the training materials, all of your currencies are going to get switched to this shop credit, and you'll be using that shop credit to do your Blitz buys on the war resources, and on the Arena store to buy those training materials. So that's good. This is an interesting conversation to be had now because somebody brought this up in chat, and I think they're dead on. This may be a good time because that Arena store is not going to be there forever. We have no idea what this like permanent shop store, this like legacy store, is going to have in it. So what I think some people are getting ready to do, and I myself will probably do this, is head on over to the Arena store. Like the day before the currencies converge, I might go ahead and spend all of this on the orb. It's horrible value. It's trash. But realistically, how long is this store going to remain here before it becomes the legacy store? And because my Raid credits and my Blitz credits, which I don't have very much, and my War credits and my Crucible credits, I have millions of the other ones, right? because they're all going to be becoming available to be spent in this store, I might as well get just like a whole whack load of the arena credits. Yeah. Because, yeah, we do not know what the Legacy stores will have. I do not know if the Legacy store is going to have training materials in it at the same volume the arena store does. And I sure as hell don't want to be refreshing the arena store before it goes away to capitalize on all of these training modules. Scotty.
Go back go back to the war store.
Yeah.
What is going to happen to these alliance credits? Should people be buying war credits with them?
That's a good point. They were not
It's
mentioned
not
in the
listed.
blog.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean I could ask. I don't see the reason why not to spend it all now though. I guess.
Mhm.
The thing is, if they treat this currency at the same conversion for the shop credits as they're going to treat the war and the elite war stuff, then you wouldn't, right? Because the conversion from this alliance credits to this thing would is horrible compared to the conversion that the elite war credits and the war credits are going to have to the shop. I'll ask about this. That's a very interesting conversation for sure. I've never realized how much of this I would actually just be spam buying the elite
Yeah.
war credits.
Well, because we used to have those events where like earning
Yeah,
war credits gave you points, so then we would all hoard the alliance credits until those events came around,
yeah,
and then we'd buy war credits with them. I mean,
yeah,
you can't really spam buy them because like you have to do it every store
yeah.
reset. And no one's obviously gonna spend cores refreshing the war store. But I just wonder like if people should start doing it now just to
Yeah, I mean, I think people should probably start spam buying the Elite Four credits. We don't care about the Elite Four orbs, but it just kind of helps you build up to diamonds faster, right? That's all that's for. I mean, I haven't touched it because we get a healthy amount of diamonds, but I know a lot of players are always they're always hungry for these regular diamond credits. So that's a good call out. Yeah, I mean, I'll ask about this. I won't get an answer for a few days, but when I find out, I'll let everybody know as soon as possible. But yeah, on May 21st, before the conversion happens, I'll probably come here. I mean, I'll do a bunch with you guys right now. I'll just make sure I keep 180,000. That'll be enough for myself to keep buying it every single day, especially with where I place in arena. So let's see how much trading materials I get on opening 500 of these orbs compared to just flat out buying it. 400,000 in the store, like you'll never run out of it because you're also earning arena credits every day from the challenges and from the payout, right? So let's see what 500 orbs gets me as far as training materials go. Do 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 boom. 5,850 L3s, which is just not a whole lot. that's that's not a whole lot for what I spent as far as like arena credits go, but at the same time, it's more than nothing. And when the store currencies all converge, I don't want to have to be like refreshing that store with cores because that store is not going to be around forever, and we have no idea what's going to happen with the legacy store. And let's continue on. The blog continues. Achievements for spending Blitz, Arena, and Raid credits will be removed from the game, and new achievements will take their place at a later date. Sure, whatever that means. Bonus currency. Lastly, as part of this transition, we're excited to announce that there will be 2 opportunities to earn some bonus intel. On May 2nd, a global milestone event will go live with intel as a big reward. So this is a global milestone, so we're all going to get the same reward. We will also be celebrating the launch of the Intel Store with a calendar of Intel for you to spend. Be sure to log in daily to recruit this bonus Intel. Later in the month, we will be providing a bonus amount of shop credits to all players to make sure we start the Age of Annihilus off right. Just delete overpowered, boys. Solved. Age of Annihilus started off right. All right, Intel Store items. Here we go. This is what I'm most curious in. That was a lot of information to cover. We may have another updates to share, but let's get into the big news. What can you use your hard-earned Intel on in the Intel Store? As we mentioned in a previous blog, the Intel Store will evolve as the chapter progresses, so you'll see more and more items included over time. Yeah, my understanding is that like for the first third of a chapter will be the first patch that's in that chapter, right? Those characters, and then the next part of that chapter will be the next team that was just released, kind of thing. So it'll probably evolve like that. The Intel Store will be your one-stop shop for all big items you'll want during the new age. As a reminder, Each chapter in the Age of Annihilus will feature its own special store, and Chapter 1 store will be called the Intel Store. If you need a refresher on the announcements of the Intel Store, make sure you go back and read our previous blog. Intel is earned through playing the game daily. No purchases are required to earn it, and we won't be selling it directly to any of our players. Yeah, you're gonna want to win in your game modes more to get more of the intel. So that's the incentive that helps them make money. Is you want your teams to be bigger, so you're winning more game modes, so you're getting more intel to use in this store that's going to have a lot of great stuff in it. Once you have your intel in hand, the Intel Store will be your go-to location for chapter shards, gear, and resources to boost your roster. Plan on seeing character shards for new characters 2 to 4 weeks following the day a character's orb enters the game. What? So you'll be able to earn shards faster than ever before. That's not very exciting. Plan on seeing character shards for new characters 2 to 4 weeks following the day a character's orb enters the game. This could be used against us. Because they say you can have a character maxed out within 6 months. Like that's the kind of deadline they go by. Are they now going to be including the acquisition of shards through intel as a possible way that you can get these character shards? Will they use this as an excuse to push free-to-play character unlocks further back? Like we have Silver Sable. How long have we had Silver Sable for? We have Hitmonkey, right, Scotty? So it's been at least 14 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
And her event is slated for next week. So that would fall in line with these 2 to 4 weeks. So the free-to-play release of a character will come around the same time they become available in the Intel Store. Unless you're rushing character shards for some reason, I'm not sure that that's going to be the best use of your intel. Let's see what else is going to be in that store. Here are some of the big items you'll see in the Intel Store. New character shards, diamonds for top-tier characters. Well, you just saw how much diamonds I have. There are ways to get diamonds. I don't think you want to spend a premium currency on getting top-tier characters, especially if you don't have the stars for them yet. That doesn't seem like a very economical way to go about it. Gear tier 19 to 20. I think this is probably the most interesting, this gear tier 20 part, right? Because this is going to be the biggest difference between you, and honestly, let's bring up the elephant, getting overpowered on some of your characters, or at least not being overpowered against on some of your characters, right? Do you think this is going to be like the hot option in the store? Scotty?
I mean, 20, yeah. That'll be what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Then we got L4 training modules, purple ISO, T4 ability materials. When you're chasing Professor X, or when you're in the end game, gear tier 20 right now, and I guess L4 training modules, and maybe T4s to a certain extent, this is going to be the material that I call the infinitely needed sort of thing, which is not really true for gear, as it slowly gets kind of, the faucet gets turned on, but in the moment right now, you will never get enough gear tier 20. If you are using your intel on new character shards, but those character shards become available through other means, whether they be battle passes, when they eventually become farmable, battle store, whatever the case may be, all the intel that you used on these character shards to say go from 4 to 5 stars 2 weeks faster than you otherwise would have, that's all gone down the drain. Because eventually those shards become Ultimus crap, right? So and same with the diamonds. Same with the diamonds. You eventually can just get that from the regular promotion store with the diamonds that we kind of occur over time. I don't see super value from this stuff, and obviously we're missing gold here. What will be interesting is if they don't flood the gear tier 20 economy when they pull out purple ISO 4 and 5. So if we start choosing, or start having to choose between those two super valuable resources when building certain characters, then this store will be infinitely more interesting. But there is at least something in this store that I'll be going to every single day. I gotta tell you, Scott, you probably feel the same way. Every time there's a store reset, I'm kind of excited to log on because I want to go to that X-Coin store and pick up some gear tier 20, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm not trying to downplay the hype level here. I'm just trying to be realistic that I think the only thing that I personally will be trying to get religiously with my intel is the gear tier 20. And of course, we're going to have to see what the conversion is on that between like how much intel for how much gear tier 20. but I can't imagine that there's going to be any sort of conversion that's going to make me say, I'd rather pick up some purple ISO 8. I don't see it happening. All right. We plan
Yeah.
to add even more items regularly, so make sure you always check the Intel store on chapter progress. Oh my god, you know what's missing from this? Awakened ability material. I thought for sure Quasar's awakened ability material would be in the Intel store. Hopefully, that's one of the things they add when people unlock Quasar. I think it's a big miss if they don't do that. Because you could sell the awakened ability, or you could put it in the Intel store, and now I'm getting less Gear Tier 20, but I'm getting that valuable awakened ability that I want. The spenders get it long before I do, because I gotta wait for it to show up in the Intel store a bunch of times. So it feels good to buy it early, and then I have to do a trade off to get it at all later. I mean, that's just what a smart economy balancer would do. So we can expect that not to happen. Don't forget this age is all about engaging in modes you know and love in Marvel Strike Force. The more you play throughout the chapter engaging with the Command Center events, the more intel you're earned from the Intel Store. So play every day to stock up on Intel and power up your roster faster than ever before. The Intel Store opens soon. The Intel Store opens for business starting on May 5th at 2 p.m. The Age of Annihilus is almost here. Get ready, Commanders. Scotty, what do you think?
Um, I guess I'm excited. No, it's just like it's a bit like it's change and like
Yeah.
I guess I was kind of like command center sounds great, change, and it was terrible. So I just hope that this goes off a little bit better.
Well, I feel like they can't screw this up too much, right? Because essentially what they're
Oh
doing.
boy.
Well, here's the thing. Essentially what they're doing, and they've done this before, is they're making an event store, and they're putting the best stuff in the event store. They're just making the game modes give us that event store currency instead of having that currency be in like events and stuff, right?
Yeah. I just feel like the last event stores have been kind of meh. So now I'm worried this is gonna be meh.
They have been, but looking at all the stuff they have here, this reminds me more of like the first event stores we ever saw. Remember the one that had like Lady Deathstrike when she was a new character and Icarus and stuff like that? This reminds me of
Yeah.
those starter event stores instead. I'm kind of excited about it. I mean, I'm definitely excited to get more Gear Tier 20. This is going to be starting before the Professor X Red Star milestone is gone, but it's probably not really going to help us very much as far as finishing up some teams. Yeah, you want to say anything before we head out?
Blitz is the best. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
You want to say anything about transparency and charts?
Well, I'm very sad with the current plan to get rid of event charts. Just like even now, like we have that event next week where it sounds like maybe we need to hoard Gear Tier 20 orbs, but without a chart, who knows? And this is one of the many things that charts help with.
Yeah, let me try and find updates. Yeah, there's this event. If we go all the way around, and there's normally charts here. They don't give us charts for the command center, but the leaderboard events are supposed to have it. Let me see, which one is it? Here it is. Open Armory 20 orbs. Normally there would be a chart with this event, but because it's command center, no chart. And so we
And we
don't
won't
know.
we won't even get a preview 24 hours before.
Yeah.
Like it's literally you just have to wait for it to go live and go, what the heck is happening?
Yeah. So as far as like people who make event videos and plan, or people like Scotty who try and help the community by doing events to make some charts out and give people like, hey, this is what you can do to min max this. It's gonna limit that very very much, and it's gonna make people do last minute planning, which always fails. So another step in the right direction for transparency for sure. And just so everyone's on the same page, what we're talking about is we don't know if this open armory 20 orb fragments is going to have the same sort of limit that the current event, which is the one with the blue everywhere, yeah, the Gear Tier 20 super deal, we don't know if it's going to have this sort of same limit. What if there's no limit on it? What if opening Armory 20 orbs is a huge component of that coming event?
Yep.
And you should be hoarding right now. And hoarding
Well, it just
sucks.
it makes it now that you have to like you can't even like look at something in preview and go, okay, that looks great. Like I kind of like know what I'm doing tomorrow. Now it's like log in at reset, look at it and go, now I have to learn. And like every day you have to look because now there's these daily objectives that are there and they change and you have to make sure that you're doing that every day. Like it's actually so much worse. Like the reasoning behind the command center does not translate to what is currently happening. Like they said it would be like a one-stop shop, easy to see things, like less work for people. And I find for every event that's in there, I have to check it multiple times a day. Did I do the daily objectives? Like it's actually so much worse than just simply putting them in the milestones like they were.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. And the lack of charts we've had for the command center is not a good omen to me. It's a very bad omen.
Mhm. Mhm.
Anyway, on that doom and gloom, we'll leave you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video for some reason, and let me know if you guys are excited for this store conversion. Are you gonna do what I did and go ahead and use all of your existing arena credits to open up a bunch of those orbs so that when the conversion comes, you'll use that conversion to continue farming those training modules? Or do you think I'm stupid for doing that? But for now, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, have yourselves a wonderful day. From me and Scotty, bye.
Bye.